So now that Tinubu's policies are not working, everybody is crying out for hunger. Being power, hunger, won't kill everybody. Okay, in the land. Now, the legal luminary, Mike Ozekhome, have come out to say that Tinubu's policies are taking us back to 1983 hunger period. And this is a very serious one now that is affecting everybody. Okay, that's exactly what Michael Ozekhome is trying to say here. Tinubu's policy has taken us back to 1983, which is like how many years ago? 1983 is almost like 40 years ago. 40 years ago. This is a serious one. Tinubu's policies have taken Nigeria back to 1983 hunger crisis, Ozekhome says. Senior advocate of Nigeria, Michael Ozekhome, has criticized the policies of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led administration, accusing it of reverting Nigeria to a state of hunger and starvation reminiscent of the 1983 era. And I tell you, Ozekhome expressed his concerns during an appearance on Channels Television's Politics Today, where he emphasized the negative impact of removing subsidies without adequate measures to mitigate the resulting challenges. Ozekhome found fault with the government's tendency to blame past administrations, highlighting the need to reassess current policies. He stated, "You removed subsidy without any attempt to cushion the devastating effect of its removal. In other words, Nigeria has gone back to where we were before 1983, where it was actually hunger and starvation." So the legal expert urged a return to the drawing board, emphasizing the importance of addressing inherited challenges and formulating policies prioritizing the Nigerian people's well-being first. So, when Buhari came in, we were thinking that we had seen it all, and everybody was saying that Buhari has taken us back 30 years. Now, not knowing that Tinubu was going to take us back 40 years behind the memory lane that Buhari created. This is a very serious one. I must tell you the truth. Almost everybody is complaining. And first of all, Tinubu did all he did just from the day one during his inaugural speech in May 29, 2023, when he was being sworn in. That was where he committed the greatest blunder ever that had never happened in Nigerian government. Even as dull as Buhari never made such blunder. He just announced removal of subsidy to prove to the world that you have clout and you have Govt. Okay? And you did not have any mitigative action in place to ensure, mitigative measure in place to ensure that the devastating effect is managed properly. You didn't do that. You just told everybody you have removed a first subsidy. The next thing is to start floating the naira, even without also checking the devastating impact of removing the what did they call it? Of removing floating the naira. So with all of this being put in place, there's very serious hunger in the land, and everybody is now complaining. So following the same thing, Ozekhome has now come out during a Channels News Television interview, said that Tinubu had taken us back to pre-1983 era where hunger was the order of the day by removing the first subsidy without any adequate plan in place to cushion its effect. That is actually devastating and is very bad. And then people are already reacting to what Ozekhome has said, and I tell you, a lot of people will support Ozekhome. Somebody say Tinubu used his rotten money to buy the election, and that is why he has to tax and enslave Nigerians by removing first subsidy so as to recover his money back. Not be lie. Not be lie. And somebody say, yes, you are very correct. Somebody say you are a dullard, highly ignorant. How is he ignorant? Sentiments and tribalism has already blindfolded many of Nigerians. I pray you should look beyond that. Okay. Point of correction. Tinubu won the election by his political influence, not money. Though he is not living up to expectations. He didn't win any election. Don't try to make it right. But to say Atiku or Obi got more votes than Tinubu in the last presidential election is a lie from the pit of hell. It is even disillusional or delusional to think that Peter Obi, who came distance third, got more votes than other candidates. Can you imagine this one is saying? And so Tinubu is the best gift for Nigeria at this time because he came to the rescue. We borrow to subsidize oil and the dollar. Is that not madness? That is Buhari government. Now, if Tinubu not part of Buhari government, that's what you should know. Tinubu has been part of Buhari government, so he cannot exonerate himself from all the blunders that Buhari committed. So coming to continue from where Buhari stopped, he's causing more wahala for everybody, and that's bad. Okay, and some say the elite gluttony preference for consumption of foreign products to the detriment of local goods and industries largely contributed to our precarious situation. Eat what we produce and our economy will be great. Okay, oh, that is what you said. And somebody not to say you be full of Anna Akogeri, what did they talk? Somebody say Igbos are frustrated, no more import and sell for profit. Everybody go farm. Okay, or as if Tinubu get farm, or how many Yoruba people are farming? Even the Obasanjo that claim to have farm at Ota, what is it producing? So bad policy and greed and stealing, embezzlement and financial fraud is what is killing Nigeria, and this is perpetuated by the political elites in Nigeria. Okay, that is a very bad situation that they have put us. I tell you the truth. As a barrister, I may be wrong, but I am sure that I used to buy a bag of Uncle Ben's or Caroline rice at the cost of 38 naira. 38 naira as at that time. That's correct. And people were shouting austerity measure, so no miracle can take Nigeria back to that era. Okay, so they are talking about what has happened that time. Even then, when people were crying, but life was better then than what it is today. So don't take us back to that era at all. And somebody saying, if I were in the shoes of Mr. Ozekhome, I would be more concerned about my reputation as a son, because Nnamdi Kanu had told him to hands off his case because he has been able to engage lawyers that, though they are not sound, but they are more knowledgeable than him. Can you imagine? So because Nnamdi Kanu asked him to hands off his case, he no longer has integrity, Abi. That is out of point. Leave the person and reason his talk. Exactly. What he said is what we are talking about now. Ozekhome was among the people that stealing or looting our great nation, Nigeria, by supporting corrupt politicians who have stolen Nigerian wealth for their generation. This man wasn't supposed to put his mouth on what is going on because he was also part of them. Ozekhome, are you not the part of lawyer that bring judge on behalf of politicians? Why is this all writing now? Must you write? If you not have English, cuckoo, leave the phone alone, I beg. Some people just type something like this, but by the time you finish reading, you just start looking for food to eat. I'm telling you. Okay, so somebody say no one expects less from you, Ozekhome. Once a vibrant activist turned politician, keep making your money, Jerry. Abi? So, okay, Ozekhome has spoken, he has spoken. Okay, Tinubu government has retarded us badly. That is what he's trying to say. And let us understand it from that point of view. So thank you for listening and let's have your comment.